Hi, Collective. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self-love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back into the channel. So, you guys, this is part 2 of our shadow work messages for the day. So, if you didn't catch part 1, make sure to go to the channel and check out the shadow work oracle message. Make sure that you capture that. There's a lot of important information there for you guys as well that I think is extremely helpful at this time, especially for the collective. Okay. So, in this spread, you guys, this is going to be our threads. I'm going to pull a spread for us. I'm also going to get you messages from your higher self as words of encouragement as you are going through your healing. Also, get you guys oracle messages from Mystic and then get you a life message at the end as well. All right, let's get started. Welcome back, all of my current followers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. You guys are incredible. You guys have been absolutely amazing with all the love and support that you are showing the channel. Thank you for allowing me to be here with you along your healing journey, allowing me to keep you encouraged, give you some advice, maybe a little bit of knowledge and wisdom about maybe a topic or situation that you didn't know how to handle. Thank you so much. All the incoming followers and subscribers, welcome in, you guys. I'm so glad that you found the channel. Welcome to the Soul Tribe. Make sure when you hit that subscription bell, make sure you hit that drop down arrow and select all, just so that you are able to capture in any of the other messages that I do upload for you on a daily basis. All right, collective, let's get started here and let's see what important messages regarding healing, closure, or soul lessons are important to the collective right now. Okay. Rewire the way you love. Very interesting way to start. In this picture, I noticed right away that there is a picture of a broken heart. So I feel like this is a group in the collective or a group of cross watchers who are in relationships that have been broken, maybe broken for a while. It says, when pain becomes the pattern in love, it's time to relearn connection, begin again differently. So, this is really a huge topic, I feel, because again, I feel like people don't really understand the word love. I feel like it's romanticized and I think it's highly misunderstood. And what I mean by that is when someone is heartbroken, it causes people to say things like, I'll never love again, F love, love isn't worth it. It always leaves me heartbroken and sad. No, it wasn't love's fault. Love is the highest vibration in the universe, along with gratitude. It wasn't love that broke your heart. It wasn't love that stabbed you in the back. It wasn't love that flaked on you. It wasn't love that gaslit you or breadcrumbed you. It was the person attached to that word love, the person who you attached to the word love that broke your heart, that took the wrong actions that were not loving actions towards you. I feel like with this particular message, this is about couples. I'm talking to a group of couples, people who are in current relationships. Maybe you're in separation from someone that you love at this time. But I feel like with this and looking at this photo between this man and woman, sex and gender, it doesn't matter. Two people who love each other. And if you look at both of their cups, they're both have cups that are cracked, that have been broken before, that have been put back together, but as you can see, still have flaws here. So, what happens when you put two people together that still have broken pieces of themselves that they try to make seem whole, but obviously still have cracks that have not been healed, that have not been welded back together with love. You have two people now who are broken, who are bonding together through their trauma. So now you have two people who are not sure how to actually love because they have not healed from their broken hearts, their trauma, their past experiences, trying to figure out how to give to one another. And it just creates more trauma. So it's time to rewire the way that you love. And to do that, you have to gain a new perspective about love. You have to be healed in order to give from a real loving place. And you can also choose to heal together. But at the end of the day, there has to be a level of healing in order to gain a different perspective about what love truly is. Love is not finding somebody while you're at 50% and the other person's at 50%, thinking that you're coming together to make 100%. No, you have to both be at 100% or as close as you can to 100% capacity of self-love in order to come together and create love between two. If there's only one person that's deciding to do the work, to do the healing work, to become better, to become a higher version of themselves, but the other person wants to stay the same in low vibration energy, in toxic energy, it is not going to work. Eventually, it will be broken and it will lead to this heartbreak. It will be the framework of the relationship. So when pain becomes the pattern between two people in matters of the heart, it's time to relearn the connection or let go of the connection because it ultimately will take two. Or this is about, again, people who are my singles. This is about learning self-love and giving love back to you. And understanding that people can't come into your life if you are looking to be in a relationship. Basically, the amount of love that you give yourself should be what you expect of others, because that is going to be what they're going to give you. So if you lack giving yourself love, the people who come into your life will give you just as much as you give yourself. So whether that's 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, or 100%, that's what you should expect from others. So expect from others what you give yourself. But yes, somebody, a couple, my couples in the collective, maybe you guys are going through a hard time right now with each other, trying to figure out each other, but maybe it's not about you guys trying to figure out each other. I think you guys know each other. I think it's about figuring out what each of you individually need to heal about yourself so that you guys can see each other from a more loving place. And sometimes couples have to go into separation to be able to do this because it's really hard to heal in the place where you're broken. And in order to gain new perspectives, sometimes you have to regroup. Sometimes you have to walk away, and it's tough love that is necessary in order to get you to the place of real love, of being able to take real action in love as you truly desire. If there is real love between two people, no matter how hurt or broken, they will do the work. They will put in time and effort to work on their healing. They will be able to learn better communication. And sometimes that time apart actually makes admiration grow, makes love grow. Not being in the same place, working on healing alone, but still supporting each other. So that's for somebody in my collective at this time. You guys may need to look at what you need to heal individually in order to truly love each other the way that you want. What else? What else? Trust the path ahead. Trust in the unfolding of your life. Every step is part of your journey to becoming who you're meant to be. So, again, if this is regarding romance and love, since this is how this started, this is about trusting that if you guys need to go into separation, trusting that each of you will be willing to put in the work. This is not going to be a time to be in separation just so, one of you guys or both of you guys can go out there and, date other people. Again, you guys have your own rules to your own relationship. But what I mean is, this is about taking the time out away from each other in order to work on healing the damage so that you guys can give to each other in the appropriate way, and trusting that is the path that you guys need to come back together wholly. Okay. Heal the attachment wound. Your worth is not tied to being needed. Let go of proving your value and just be. This is for a particular group of you guys who may struggle with saying no. Sometimes we grow up in families who make us feel as if we are obligated to give to them because they are our family, or because they are our parents, because they are our siblings, because they are friends, because they are coworkers, because they say they love us. And in order to prove that you are worthy of them staying in your life, they expect you to give to them. So it's like you say yes 1,000 times, but that one time you say no, it's like all hell breaks loose and they just can't believe it. And they act so appalled that they're in disbelief that you would even just not give to them like you always have. So this is for a group of you who feel like in order to prove your worthiness, you have to give, overgive, constantly give, never say no, even when you don't have it to give. That is an attachment wound. That is you feeling as if you need to give to make sure that people don't walk away from you. But at the end of the day, maybe it's a good thing if they do, because then you don't have to overgive. Then you don't have to overextend yourself to the point of exhaustion, of depletion, and you can start to put that energy back into yourself. So maybe, like the person in this picture here, maybe it's time to let people walk away. Because people who are meant to be in your life will always be in your life, whether you say yes or no. And if you say no, they will not be angry or mad or make you feel guilt or shame for not being able to be there for them, because it's time for you to be there for you. And as you heal this attachment wound, sit with the wound. Not everything needs to be fixed right away. Some healing begins when you're willing to stay with what hurts. Yes, feel through those emotions. I say it all the time. Don't run away from what you're feeling. Don't try to push it down and suppress it, because what you resist persists. It will still be there, whether you try to cover it up with a smile and laughter and jokes. I always think of Robin Williams and how amazing of a comedian he was, how much joy and laughter he brought to the world, but obviously deep down, he didn't have it for himself. And that's what I feel happens when you try to ignore the things that break your heart, the things that aren't good to look at, the things you're scared to look at, the things that make you feel down. Sometimes you have to feel through it and go through the process of feeling through it in order to understand it, in order to gain a different perspective of it, in order to begin to heal it. You have to be courageous enough to feel it, sit with it, because we're all human, right? We all have moments of being down, of feeling discouraged, of being uncertain of who we are and what we want out of life, and questions of how we got here at this moment in life and why did we make the decisions we made. But sometimes you just need to sit with it a little while, to reflect on it, to gain a perspective, a different one, a one that allows you to accept it in order to heal from it. Because, yes, not everything has to be fixed right away, but it's okay to acknowledge it. It's okay to walk in confidence, even in your acknowledgement that you are not perfect, because your imperfections still make you beautiful. Recognize relational wounds. Not every scar came from cruelty. Some came from absence, fear of abandonment, abandonment wounds, silence, not being heard, nobody to listen, nobody to listen to understand you, nobody to care what you have to say, or unmet needs, neglect from childhood, not being nurtured in the proper way. Name what hurt you. Recognize what it was that actually hurt you so you understand what needs to be healed, where the healing needs to begin. Because sometimes if it's not recognized properly, then you are not healing in the right places, and you are taking your anger out and resentment out on the wrong things, people, sometimes yourself, when you are not to blame. So make sure that you truly understand what wounds you have in regards to your relationships throughout your life. Who was it? And be honest about who it was, even if it's a parent. Sometimes family hurt you more than a stranger would. It's sad, but it is truth. So be honest. Rebuild imbalanced relations. After you are able to recognize the relational wounds, after you're able to figure out what type of scars you actually have, it will allow you to now regain balance within your relationships. If the scales are tipped, it's time to restore balance, step forward, and create harmony in your relationships. You can start to work on healing those wounds within you with the people who gave you the scars. And it doesn't mean that you will forget, but it means that you will begin to be able to forgive and let go of the weight of said issue with that person. Speak your truth, speak up and speak out, say how you feel about it, say how it made you feel. No matter what their reaction is, it will now be released from you. And forgive them. It doesn't mean that just because you forgive, you have to allow them back into your life. Sometimes it means that forgiveness is releasing the burden, the weight. It allows you to walk away with peace of mind because you've given yourself closure in a place that has been an open wound for a very long time. I really feel this message. And embrace your shadow. The shadow holds the truth you need. Embrace it, integrate it, and use it to transform your life. Again, don't run away from that side of you, because everybody has a dark and light side. Everyone. Everyone. It is about, though, what you choose to act upon. That's what shows on the outside. So if your shadow side has taken over you, it will be seen. It will be based on the actions that you take against yourself and others. If your light side is dominant, that will be shown by the glow that you emanate, by the energy that you output, by the love that people feel from you. But it is okay to be in balance with both, because we do need both. Align with your higher path. The more you align with your soul's truth, the less resistance you'll face. Flow with purpose, not pressure. Yes. As you heal, you will start to just allow things to come towards you, because things will be attracted towards you as they should. You will stop resisting the healing. You will now allow yourself to feel through things, embrace the changes that come because you are healing, because change will happen in your life as you heal. People will walk away from your life and never come back. People will ridicule you and try to make you feel stupid or dumb for wanting to be better. But that tells you that they're still stuck in a place of being unhealed themselves. So you will choose to walk away in order to make sure that your energy stays in a good place. So change will happen. Just allow it to flow in the way that it's supposed to. Messages from the higher self. You are never lost, but only forging a path to new worlds. Yes, you're never lost. You just are trying to find your way. And when you are healing and trying to find your way, sometimes it feels like you are lost, because it is a new path, because it is the path of the unknown. Sometimes it's hard to know if you're going in the right direction, but you are never lost. You have come back to the start to see what you missed before. Yes. When you start to heal, when you start to look at that trauma, you look back into the past at what happened to you. It's because you are trying to figure out what you may have missed, what you missed before, with the new knowledge that you have now that will help you to propel forward. Higher self messages for the collective. Your shadows are just hiding the light right now. Exactly. Perfect. Exactly. So embrace your shadow. All it's doing is hiding the light that I know is within you. It's keeping that true potential from shining. It's just like an eclipse, right? It doesn't have to last forever. There's always movement if you want there to be movement. So move from behind your shadow and come to the forefront. Messages from the higher self for the collective. When a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. Exactly. Like I said, you are never lost, but only forging a path to new worlds. So when that old door closes and that new door opens, walk through it. Walk through it with confidence. With confidence. For somebody, it's time to really take out the trash. Confirmation with the noise in the background. The trash is being taken out of somebody's life right now, so that you can start to forge this new path towards this new direction, towards your purpose. You have now taken a look at the past and you have chosen to now throw it out, because it no longer serves you at this time. It is doing you no good to hold on to it. It was there in order for you to look back and figure out what you missed, the reason why you got to this point. But now that you have figured out the lesson, now that you have taken the wisdom out of the pile, it is literally time to throw away the remains, the things that are no longer needed. It's time to walk through that new door and begin again. Intention and action launch all your dreams. Your intentions will be felt, will be seen, especially when they are intentions that come from your heart space, from a clear space. Bottom of the deck. This is your time to step up and lead from your soul. It's time to shine that inner light that's been behind the shadows, because it's always been there. It's just been piled on top of by a whole bunch of trash that apparently just got thrown out for someone. And I am so proud of you. If that is you, if you have decided to stop holding on to things that you no longer need, things that have been sitting in the closet, hiding from you for 5 or 10 years, 2 years, sometimes 15 and 20 years, you finally let go of the things that you know that you don't need, that are no use to you, so that you can now begin again, walk through that new door of growth, potential, of creativity, of love. Beautiful. That was confirmation for somebody. And I love that for you. Mystic. Shine bright. Confirmation. It's time to somebody to let their light shine. Shine bright like a diamond. Whatever you got to do to shine bright at this time. It's never a mistake to give of yourself. Never. Some will take it for granted. Facts. Others may take advantage of it. Double facts. But do not allow bad energies to overpower your light. This is something that I resonate with very, very, very closely. Very closely. People, even now, probably still to this day, look at me and take my kindness for weakness. People allow me to be a part of their life because the energy that I bring is of benefit to them. And instead of appreciating it, I'm always taken for granted or taken advantage of until I decide to walk away. And then again, it's like that moment of 1,000 yeses and then finally a no, and everybody's in disbelief. But it is because instead of allowing me to shine, instead of showing appreciation for the energy that I brought to you, people tried to dim my light. They tried to take it from me. So when I walk away, people act like they're in shock or they want to play the victim role, but no. But my lesson was I was the overgiver. I was the overly loving to the point of ignoring people's red flags, allowing the treatment of being unappreciated. So I also had a lesson to learn, but my light was never going to be dimmed. So allow your light to shine from behind the shadows, no matter who tries to cover it, no matter who tries to make you feel like you don't shine, like you are not worthy. Mystic. Life source. When life comes to a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. This is about somebody's inner light needing to shine at this time. Further confirmation. I don't know who I'm connecting to, but you are someone who has a bright light that has been dim for a very, very long time. And I feel like you are on the cusp of allowing yourself to be seen. And don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of allowing yourself to shine because you feel it. This is your time to step up and lead from your soul. You will be supported, but don't let fear or negative people in your life keep you from doing this. Wow. Mystic. Without agenda. Pure love and everything you have dreamed will happen when you are ready to give love without expecting anything in return. True givers receive. Yes, this is about being selfless. And whoever I'm connecting to, I feel like you are a selfless person who has been taken advantage of by the people in your life who did not appreciate you, who did not see you a deeper world. Don't push or force your way through life. Finding balance, even in dark times, will open your heart to the depth of compassion in everyday moments. Yeah, don't force your way through life. Always try to find balance, even when times are dark, even when things seem impossible. Keep your heart open no matter what. Show yourself compassion no matter what, because you are human. The key, all you do with ease and enthusiasm is the path to your goal. Actions are secondary. Make the energy within your primary focus. Do not underestimate the little joys. If you feel called to do something that makes you feel enthusiastic, that gives you that inner joy that cannot be seen but only felt, that means you know the way, you know what you need to do. The actions behind that feeling are secondary. It's about feeling and knowing what you're supposed to do first and then putting the action behind it. Intention and action launch all your dreams. Confirmation. Confirmation. One more from the mystic. Time to act. Confirmation. It's time to act, collective. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. You're ready, collective. All right, let me get you your life message to close this out. You're ready, collective. It's beautiful. For whoever is on this path right now, taking these steps, I commend you for putting in the work, for investing in yourself, first and foremost, but then also making sure others appreciate you for you. Don't allow people to dim your light, period, in the story. It's time to act. Attaining peace. I turn within to discover the source of my experiences and find peace in seeking truth. The treasures I uncover within myself hold greater value than any external wealth. Step by step, I continue my spiritual journey, freeing myself and rising higher, attaining true inner peace. And that is the type of peace, collective, that people cannot take from you because you gave it to yourself, because you decided to heal from the things that no longer serve you and let go of things that are not of use, people, places, or things. Once you have inner peace, you have clarity, you have direction. Taking action will be easy, even though you don't always know the way, you don't always know the next step, but every action leads to an unfolding of what's next. Beautiful. I'm excited for the collective at this time. Keep working on your growth. It is worth it, you guys. As tough and as challenging as it may be, and it's mostly challenging, and let me put this out there, it's mostly challenging because you have people outside of you who will make you feel as if it's going to be too challenging, or it's not worth it, or it's not needed. That is because the people outside of you are comfortable with you as you are, but they will be uncomfortable with who you become, especially if they are not ready to grow themselves. So again, not everybody can go with you because they choose to stay where they are. And it is what it is. All right, collective. I hope that was helpful. I pray it gave you some food for thought. Thank you for being here with me again. But until next time, you guys,